There is this new sci-fi horror series coming up this summer called Alien Earth, and it's being written and directed by Noah Hawley. It is part of the Alien franchise. It is also actually a prequel that is set 2 years before the events of the original 1979 Alien movie. The story kicks off when a mysterious spaceship crashes on Earth and a young woman teams up with a group of tactical soldiers to check it out. Of course, they stumble upon something big, like face to face with what could be Earth's biggest threat ever. Now, the series here is set in the year 2120, but the original Alien movie takes place 2 years later in 2122, way out in deep space. In that film, the crew of the Nostromo gets rerouted to investigate a signal coming from a planet called LV-426. But Alien Earth is set before the events of the Nostromo 2 years before the xenomorph was officially first encountered. However, this is also 16 and 27 years after the events of Alien Covenant and Prometheus respectively. That's a pretty tight timeline to work with, and it makes you wonder how they're going to fit the xenomorphs into the storyline and explain how they end up on Earth when no such thing had ever been described in the movies, games, books or comics during that time frame. It is definitely going to be a challenge to weave everything together without messing up the franchise's timeline. But honestly, it sounds super intriguing. Anyway, let's head on to what was shown in the latest teaser and what we think this creature is. Okay, let's break this down slowly cause Alien Earth has dropped some seriously creepy hints and people are already theorizing like crazy. From what we can gather, the teaser seems to show some kind of insect-like xenomorph creature. It's giving off some major nightmare-fuel vibes. First off, there's this moving entity, this creature that is clearly not human. The teaser gives us these eerie wing noises like fluttering, buzzing and flapping, which immediately makes you think of some kind of insect or flying creature. And then there's that unmistakable xenomorph screech, which ties it back to the franchise we all know and love and fear. So it's like they're blending a classic xenomorph terror with some new and insect-like creature. Weird, but cool. I mean, I get it. It's actually a staple since the sequel that every new Alien movie or show has to have a new variant of xenomorph. Think about it. The Queen for Part 2, the Runner for Part 3, the Newborn for Resurrection, the Predalien for AVP, the Deacon for Prometheus, the Protomorph and the Neomorph for Alien Covenant, the Offspring for Romulus and so on. The teaser gives us what looks like the first-person view of what's happening inside the spaceship, and it's not from a person. It's actually meant to be chaotic and claustrophobic, and you can see this thing moving around with multi-segmented legs and what looks like a visible abdomen, and then at times appear very similar to just a face hugger. But we know that that's not a typical xenomorph design. It's way more bug-like, and coupled with the sounds, it's unmistakable. It's almost like they're evolving the creature to be even more unsettling. But here's where it gets even creepier. At one point the camera pans out to show the spaceship from outside, and through the window you can kinda make out what looks like a bulbous xenomorph head, and the undeniable fact of an insectoid abdomen there. It is shadowy and hard to see clearly, but it's definitely there. And then of course earlier on there was a split-second scene or shot of a 4 to 5 feet long insectoid cocoon inside the ship. Like, what even is that? It's huge, it's gross, and it's clearly not natural or xenomorph. Plus there are dead crew members scattered around, but no actual xenomorph in sight. So what is going on? Is this some new hybrid creature, a different stage of the xenomorph life cycle we have never seen, or something new entirely? So here is what we think it is, and this is, mind you, pure hypothesis. And it isn't leaked information from the TV show or meant to mislead others into thinking it is actually official. This is just our theory, our speculations. Alright, according to some comments in the released teaser, there are some that believe that the creature is in fact just a face hugger that is struggling to come out of the overmorph. And while this does explain the creatures and some scenes that actually look like face hugger features, and what also seems to be an overmorph at the end, they don't really address the supposed wings, the fluttering and buzzing noises, and the body part that clearly looks like an insectoid abdomen. Nor do they explain the weird cocoon in the spaceship. We think that the spaceship that is seen crashing into the planet doesn't just carry in it the dreaded xenomorphs, but also another alien species that comes in the form of a weird insectoid-like creature. These might be alien species that Weyland-Yutani or another corporation have collected and were experimenting on. And for all the illogical reasons one can conjure up, the spaceship was en route to Earth. Anyway, these insectoid species might have broken loose from their containment along with the xenomorphs and are actually a threat to both xenomorphs and humans alike. It is these creatures that spun the web-like cocoon in the spaceship, and the entire chaotic teaser is actually of one of them attacking and feasting on an overmorph along with a face hugger inside of it. This would explain the combination of insect noises, the fluttering of insect wings, and also the xenomorph screeches. Think about it, in the beginning we see what looks like face hugger features and also those wings, and as the teaser progresses or continues, these face hugger features seem to just disappear and change into somewhat more insectoid / flying insect-like features with lesser elements of these face hugger ones. This will also explain the presence of the abdomen in that creature, and when the scene changes into an outside view of the inside of the spaceship, we might actually see the overmorph being mistaken for a bulbous head of the xenomorph. And what is actually happening is that the insectoid is feasting on the contents of the alien egg. We think that its head is actually inside the overmorph, killing and eating the face hugger as well as devouring the innards of the overmorph, while the remaining body, its legs and abdomen, is stuck outside of the xenomorph egg. You can slow the teaser down yourselves and watch it again, and think about it from our perspective, and also tell us if we're wrong, because we might just be wrong, to be honest. So would we see an alien versus insect all-out war in alien Earth, and humanity being stuck in the middle? We don't know, but we love to speculate, and we hope this might come true. It's gonna be a fresh take on the Xenomorph franchise. Anyway, with that we end this video. Do hit that like button for support and subscribe if you haven't already. Till the next time, take care fam.